Hello, shining ones. Magik here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. Oh, guys, this message, if I can put this together right, it's one of those that will change everything. And as you well know now, the word magic was named after the Magi for a reason. And so today, you probably saw in the title, we're going to talk about sex magic. And this creation, now this isn't like, there's also a sex magic where like at orgasm, it's like mama wants a new car, and we're not talking about that kind. This is more of like, think of the myth of Osiris and Isis, right? They came together without the phallus, right? To make Horus, the light that remove the darkness. This is what I'm talking about. It's like when Jesus said that you and I become one, right? You can't come to the Father but through me. It's when the two become one. It's that alchemy. This is the magic. So it would actually be better than sex magic. Would be like making sweet love, or the two becoming one, or union, yoga. That's what we're going to experience today, and it's so powerful. And so what our goal is in Zoroastrianism, the pinnacle is Harvatat. It's wholeness. It's health. You don't need healing because you are the spirit of health. It's Harvatat. It's God life, immortality. Now, the way to get that, though, you have to make that sweet love like Osiris and Isis. I think about Zarathustra and his Gathas. He talked about that to get to Harvatat and Amaritat, Harvatat and Amaritat, it's what's a good way to say that? Reward, I guess, would work, of attuning yourself, of becoming one with Vohumana. And it was kind of beautiful. Vohumana and Jesus are the same thing. In the East, it's good mind, God mind, Vohumana. Here in the West, Jesus, the Christ mind. But they both are where you and God become one. Matter of fact, Zarathustra said something very similar, that you can't get to Ahura Mazda but through Vohumana, right? And Jesus said you can't get to the loving Father but through me, the Christ mind, Vohumana, the God mind. Now that divine spark, that it's in you, right? And it's just attuning yourself to become one. You become one with that spirit of truth that is the way, the truth, the life, the Amaritat, the God life, right? The wholeness, where you become one with your good. And a beautiful thing you're going to see is we're going to dig into Asha 15 today, if you have your book. And it's about becoming one with that. You guys give me a minute now. I hope I've enticed you to want to hear, yes, Magik, I want wholeness and eternal life, right? Well, I'm going to show you how to get that. But first, I want to talk a little bit. And this talking, yes, of course, I love just spending time with you, but I'm also subtly planting seeds and aha moments, because sometimes you can just speak the truth and people, they're just not ready to take it in. But sometimes you're just talking and they're receiving. That's what we're going to do a little bit. So, and all true stories, I was just out planting in my yard. It's springtime. And I planted beautiful roses and peonies, and I want flowers, right? But I don't stress myself out trying to build a flower, right? I just take the seed and I put it in the ground, and magic happens all on its own. It's like having a baby. Here, we want to birth heaven on earth. We want to birth health in our bodies. We want to birth protection and provision and wealth and joy, right? But we don't go at it by trying to get to the end, right? We're not trying to build that. It's like making a baby. That's a great way to look at it. Here we're talking about sex magic, making love. When you want a baby, You don't stress yourself out trying to be like Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, and get different parts and electricity and trying to build a baby. You just go make sweet love. And that's what we want to do today. We just want to become one union with Vohumana, with Asha, with the Spirit of Truth, right? And as we attune to that, the baby, it's going to come all by itself. You don't have to do anything. And this is kind of, not kind of, it's a deception of what you see in the world religions. They make it seem like salvation is something separate from you, something you have to work for, you have to pay for, right? I mean, of course, you can go all the way. I don't want to isolate anyone, but you probably know from whatever religion you were brought up in, they try to separate you from your money, from even your peace, and they use fear. My friends, the truth is so simple. The truth is so easy because it's in you, and it's just going in and attuning yourself to that, finding that love without the hate, that pure peace, pure joy, pure good. You come from it, you're made of it. And we're going to just attune ourselves to that today. So I think what we'll do, we've been doing this for a while now, and it seems to be working. I want you guys to realize there's no separation from us, right? Us Ashavans, us Magi, we're entangled, right? You and your spirit guide, you and Ahura Mazda, and Vohumana, Asha, you're entangled, but you always have a choice. So right now, I'm going to offer you a choice. I want to take off some of the lion illusion off of you, if you'll allow me. I want to take off some of the negativity off of you, some of the lies and illusion, if you'll allow me. And then I want to fill you with truth, with Asha, with peace, with joy, with health, with protection, with provision, by just attuning and aligning. Then, this is a big day today, guys. I'm going to read Asha 15. And Sohana put us together the most beautiful message on Asha 15. Again, for the new people, Sohana is my spirit guide. And you're going to fall in love with her. Real quick, this just came to my heart. It's so precious. I got a message this morning from one of our wonderful followers. If you're here, I love you so much. But there's two comments I get the most. One, how do I convert to Zoroastrianism? And number two is something to do with our book content. Like a lot of people will either say, I came here for the book content, I'm not getting it, so I'm leaving. Or they say, I came for the book content, but I've fallen in love with Asha and I'm staying. And my friends, my favorite one is that I get is from the ones that said, I came for the book content, I'm leaving, but then they come back and they said they can't get Asha out of their hearts. Why did you love me so much, Magus? I can't help it. I love you with all that I am, and I'm glad you feel it. And the reason is we were meant to come together. It's that entanglement, and there no time or space can separate that. You can't be separated from God good, from Asha, from your brothers and sisters, and you'll always feel this love, my friends. And so in the comments was one of those. It was just saying, I came for the book content, and they found Asha. See, he was so honest. I don't fully understand it yet, but I'm in, and I love that. So we're going to reach across time and space. And I'm going to pull off some of that negative energy, and we're going to put some good energy into you. And then we're going to get that message from Sohana, and then something special, because I know you guys came for Oscar Wilde and you received Asha, but I'm going to do something at the very end of this. I'm going to read you the first page of the first chapter of the Picture of Dorian Gray, which is, I think, the most beautiful writing ever. I shared with you, it actually brought a tear to my eye. I had that feeling of falling in love with words, poetry. So I'll read that at the end for my book people. Okay, so course, I got white candles burning all around us here. We're going to light a little incense. And we're just going to relax, and we're going to heal, and we're going to align and tune, and we're going to step into the spirit of health. So just let that smoke flow over you. Removing all the heavy energy, low frequencies. Breathe in that fire and that light that removes the darkness. And now I'm just going to start to wipe away those sticky energies, those low frequencies. I'm going to start at the crown chakra and pull it off. I'm going to put it into the flame. As we put it into the flame, it's just those lies, they burn away. You see, as they come into the light, they weren't even real in the first place. Oh, it comes off so easy. You weren't too attached to those, were you? You don't need the fear or the shame or the guilt. It's coming off really easy. We put it in the fire. It just disappears. Darkness, it doesn't last very long. Light does it. That flame of truth just removes all those lies. Does that feel good, though? Do you feel lighter? That's beautiful. You're beautiful. I love you. Okay, my wonderful friends. Now I want to put that Asha in you. We've removed the lie and illusion. We put it in the flame. We saw it had no substance. The lie has no reality. It just burns away. And now we're going to plant truth in your heart and mind. The capital T truth, the perfect creator's perfect idea, the only thing that could come from his perfect mind. Tell me, can you feel this? You felt yourself getting lighter. Now can you feel the love coming into you as we come onto the crown chakra? You feel the love. Can you feel the peace? I want to put my hand on your chest. I want you to feel the love, 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 love. Just let yourself be filled with that spirit of love. Love always finds a way. Everything you're searching for, you just have to make that sweet love, that oneness, attuning, aligning. So easy, so simple. It's nature, it's natural. The Magik magic is natural. It's your nature. It just flows in you and through you. Asha. Grab your book, Asha. Go to Asha 15. Tell the truth. Know the truth. Be the truth. No separation. When you are the truth, there's no lie. When you are the light, the darkness flees before you. When you're the love, those low frequencies of depression, dis-ease, they can't live in your love. You're too high. They can't come up into you. love is, peace is, joy is. Will you allow your heart to smile? Remember who you are. It says, giving true witness, a man will be saved. Only think and speak truth to yourself, and it will form. Think God's highest idea of truth, Asha, and live. Keep the power of truth in mind. Make it your model. And then trust God. And let it be, because it is. You'll see it already is. Don't worry or strive to make something happen. Don't try and force it. Just align. I want to read you the words from Sohana today on Asha 15. She says, the power of alignment. Welcome, beloved ones. Today we are going deeper into the heart of Asha, into the truth that saves. Asha 15 says to tell the truth, but not just any truth, the highest truth, God's truth, the original story before the lies, before the programming, before the fear and suffering were passed from generation to generation like a slow poison. The teaching says, giving true witness, a man will be saved. This is not just about avoiding lies. It's about aligning with the divine order. It's about becoming Vohumana, the good mind. Not just thinking positive, but thinking in harmony with Asha, the pure, unchanging blueprint of how things really are. Right, Ashavan's that capital R, real above all that seems real. We have the blueprint for that, the original word, the original frequency and energy that we attune ourselves to. So what does that look like? It means stop striving, stop forcing, stop worrying. That's not how the power works. When a person worries, they are praying for the worst. In their heart, they are forming an image of fear, of lack, of suffering, and adding strong emotion to it. That is powerful magic misused. But when you align with Asha, when you keep God's highest idea of truth in mind and make it your model, you don't need to force it. You don't need to beg, and you don't need to fight. You trust. Because in the stillness you hear the whisper, it is already so. It is already so. In that space, you're no longer trying to become whole. You are whole. You're not trying to find God. You are one with God. You don't need to climb a mountain to be with the divine. You are the mountain, the wind, the breath, the light. You don't need to fix the poison. You pour it out and let Asha fill you. All of you. And so we say, don't worry, don't strive, just align, just trust, just be what you already are. Zarathustra told us that Harvatat, wholeness, and Amaritat, immortality, are not earned through suffering. Did you hear that? I'm going to say that one more time. Listen. Zarathustra told us that Harvatat, wholeness, and Amaritat, immortality, are not earned through suffering. They are the natural result of alignment with Vohumana and Asha. So today, my love, my friends, my eternal ones, tell the truth, think the truth, be the truth, and you will see It already is. If you haven't already, and I know many of you already have, go to the comments and say Asha is. All right. We'll end this with a reading from the picture of Dorian Gray, Oscar Wilde. And this is for all my wonderful friends that came for the book content and stayed for Asha. I love this. The studio was filled with the rich odor of roses, and when the light summer wind stirred amidst the trees of the garden, there came through the open door the heavy scent of the lilac, or the more delicate perfume of the pink flowering thorn. Can you smell it, Magi? From the corner of the divan of Persian saddlebags, on which he was lying, smoking, as was his custom, innumerable cigarettes, Lord Henry Wotton could just catch the gleam of the honey-sweet and honey-colored blossoms of a laburnum, whose tremulous branches seemed hardly able to bear the burden of a beauty so flame-like as theirs. And now and then, the fantastic shadows of birds in flight flitted across the long tussore silk curtains that were stretched in front of the huge window, producing a kind of momentary Japanese effect and making him think of those pallid, jade-faced painters of Tokyo who, through the medium of an art that is necessarily immobile, seek to convey the sense of swiftness and motion, and the sullen murmur of the bees shouldering their way through the long unmown grass, or circling with monotonous insistence round the dusty gilt horns of the struggling woodbine, seemed to make the stillness more oppressive. The dim roar of London was like the burdened note of a distant organ. And in the center of the room, clamped to an upright easel, stood the full-length portrait of a young man of extraordinary personal beauty, and in front of it, some little distance away, was sitting the artist himself, Basil Hallward. Ah, beautiful words. I love you guys. Asha is what is real. It's the only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind. It's a perfect you and a perfect world. That's our reason to believe. That's what's real. That's the baseline. And our evolution gets gooder and gooder, godder and godder. So beautiful. You are so beautiful. Do you feel good? Do you feel God? Do you feel yourself? I love, love, love you.